Hey friends, and welcome back to And Then There Was Style. In today's video, let's get into spring small balcony inspo. So I know we usually look at, images of large sprawling homes, a lot of dreams and desires in these pictures. But today I really wanted to do a realistic video. Not everyone has this sprawling estate. Some of us just have real houses. So since spring is right around the corner, March is here and in full effect. I thought, what better time to go ahead and put out a video about decorating for spring, bringing some of that energy in our homes. So as I stated, this video is going to focus on mid to smaller balconies, kind of heavy on the smaller side though. But even if you have a small space, you can definitely still put some touches and influences to really make it your own. And small balconies are no exception. So decorating a small balcony for spring can be a really delightful project. It kind of brightens your spirits a bit. So here are some tips and tricks to really make sure that you make the most out of your small space. So, since you are working with such a small space, I think the first real tip would be to try to determine how you would like to use that space. If you are a person that would love going outside for morning coffee, or even possibly have meals outside with your family, I think the first thing that you would need to place on your small balcony would be a table. Now, usually, since, like I said, we are dealing with a lack of space, a small bistro style table would be best with two chairs if you can accommodate that. Now, for me, I'm a person that doesn't really eat outside much, so I would much rather have a nice comfy, cozy, small sectional or a couple of cozy chairs with maybe just a small table in the middle in case I want to have coffee or tea outside. So once you determine how you want to designate your space, the next step is choosing furniture. So tip number one, choose space-saving furniture. Opt for folding chairs that once you're done sitting in them can be folded up and placed against the wall. Or like I said, in my opinion, I would rather have a nice comfy full chair and just kind of accommodate space in other areas if I can. Now, you can also have stackable stools or even a compact bistro set that can be easily stored when not in use. So, consider furniture pieces that serve dual purposes, such as storage benches or tables that maybe have built in planters, or a storage bench that has a nice thick cushion on top that can also be used for seating. When we're dealing with small spaces, we really want to choose objects that can do three or four things if possible, just because that's less furniture that you actually need out there. Tip number two would be to add greenery. You want to bring your balcony to life, and you can do that with potted plants, hanging baskets of flowers, and even vertical gardens. So choose a variety of flowers, of herbs, or foliage plants to create a really lush and inviting atmosphere. Also, consider using wall-mounted planters or railing planters to really maximize your space so you don't have to take up valuable floor space with planters. Now, I talked about using wall-mounted planters to store flowers and herbs. So the cool thing about growing your own little herb garden is that you'll be able to use it when cooking. Win-win situation. Infuse your balcony with vibrant hues that really reflect the spirit, the ambiance, the vibe of spring. So, one way of doing this is choosing colorful cushions, throw pillows, and outdoor rugs to add personality to your seating area. Be sure to correctly measure your balcony to make sure that whichever outdoor rug you choose will fit properly. One tip I have seen is that instead of using large rugs like 4x6 or 5x7, some people just use runners, which are way more inexpensive, and you can just kind of place it horizontally along the width of your balcony. Now, since we are talking about a small balcony, a lot of times small balconies can be situated next to other small balconies. So, tip number four is to create your own privacy if you don't have it. If your balcony lacks privacy, consider adding outdoor curtains, bamboo screens, which are readily available on Amazon, or even panels to create a cozy retreat. These are three great options, and they also allow sunlight and outdoor light to still flow through your balcony. Tall plants like bamboo or potted trees can also provide natural screening while adding greenery to your space. Tip number 6, add lighting. I feel like this is really the first and major tip that most people know. I pass so many like apartment balconies and condo balconies that have the string lights kind of strode across there, and I think they're absolutely beautiful. It enhances the ambiance of your balcony and also creates this really warm and inviting atmosphere, especially during the evening time. You can also illuminate some of the pathways and seating areas. Tip number 7, accessorize thoughtfully. Incorporate decorative elements like outdoor cushions, throw blankets, and weather resistant, even artwork to add comfort and style to your balcony. Consider incorporating water features, wind chimes, or bird feeders to attract wildlife and create a tranquil environment. I think wind chimes are absolutely beautiful to add to a balcony because sometimes when that wind starts blowing softly and you kind of hear that melody, it just really helps you to relax. My last tip for your small spring balcony is, if possible, try to keep it clutter free. Avoid overcrowding your balcony with too many furniture pieces or decor items. Opt for a slightly minimalist approach, even though I know some of us hate that. But you really want to prioritize functionality and comfort. A good tip for this is to regularly declutter and organize your space to maintain a clean and inviting outdoor retreat. This is where the storage bench comes in. You can just flip it up, store items that you aren't using or don't need at the time, so that way they are still readily available to you, but they are out of your line of sight. So these are just a few tips and tricks to help you easily transform your small balcony into an oasis that you would absolutely enjoy spending time on in the evening, especially with the onset of spring. You can enjoy the process of decorating your outdoor space and creating a cozy retreat that you can just relax and unwind. So let me know in the comment sections how many of you have balconies at your home. I am in a house in the Midwest. A lot of you all know that. I'm in Oklahoma, and I do not have a balcony of any kind. I do have a back porch, but not a balcony. How many of you have balconies? And let me know what you have done to go ahead and spruce it up for spring. Once again, friends, I really appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. It will help me out. And if you want to see more, choose one of these videos right here. It's been great taking the time to hang with you today. I'll see you in the next one.